All right, welcome to that Synth Show with your host, Synth Samurai. We got something a little different today. We're going to be talking about how you can use your synthesizer to heal your body. And I'm going to explain that to you based on how frequencies, when put through matter, can actually have positive or negative effects. And this is going to blow your mind. So stick around. It's that Synth Show. Let's go. All right, so here we are. We're back at it. Now, I've been digging deep into the world of frequency and sound and how it can be used for healing, because I think there's a lot of things coming down the pipe that are going to blow people's mind and is going to revolutionize the healing all over the world, because this is ancient stuff that's being brought back to the new. Kind of like the Behringer Pro 800 being old and brought back new by Behringer, okay? So we're going to do something like that. So first off, we got these singing bowls. These singing bowls are like 5,000 years old. Have you ever been walking around or over in Asia or somewhere and someone's turning on that bowl and you get that sound? You're like, ooh. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. But they use these singing bowls, multiples of them, and a little knob around the rim, and what it does, it creates a frequency that can relax your body. Some people think it's mumbo jumbo, but once we get into this a minute, you're going to see that it's not really mumbo jumbo, because it's being used in dark ways already. But we're just getting ready to bring this to be used in positive ways. All right, so we got the singing bowls. Now, all the samurais, we know you got a synthesizer. Everybody watching this show either got a synthesizer or a software synth, and if you don't, go get one, because these things, if you tune them the right way and you use them the right way and you got the right acoustic setup, I think you can actually do some pretty amazing things on your body. And I think in the ancient days, they used sound to do things like build the pyramids, maybe? I don't know, but let's check it out. Let's jump over here real quick and just let me show you the power of sound in real time. Baby, I love him, Nikola Tesla. So what we got here is we got a sound plate that's going to have a tone, a frequency sent into this plate, and it's going to resonate it, and we're going to put some actual matter, like salt on it, like our body is matter, and you're going to see how sound can really change matter. Crank it up, baby. Salt. Boom. 345. $10.33. So you're looking at this, you're telling me you don't believe? You must be a believer now. And if you don't, go buy a sound plate, get yourself some salt, and check it out. Because when you put sound through things, it changes everything, okay? It actually has an effect on matter. And we can know this because everything is waves. We are electromagnetic bodies. We have vibration. Music makes vibration. That vibration, hey, go take a sine wave or a saw wave or a square wave, bang them into each other, see what happens with the wave. That's exactly what's going on all day, every day. Let's check it out for another minute. $18.20, you get the idea. And as we go more and more, $48.40. So these are elegant patterns, okay? You go check the video out on your own. There's tons of them on YouTube. What's happening here is you are creating coherence, elegance using sound. You can also do the opposite, as we're going to check out right now.
It's called the devil's interval in musicology. That when you play 7/4/1 with 5/2/8, it creates such an annoying and dissonant energy, diseasing, stressful, that if you continue to listen to it, you could die. They have held the secret knowledge by which the pyramids were constructed based on the math. all of the universe is constructed according to these 9 tones. They knew about them. In fact, they instituted. In fact, it was the Rockefeller Foundation in 1939 that instituted the world's standard tuning. The Western world.
Why would they make a standard tuning for everybody? Now I get it. So a piano in China sounds the same as a piano in America, but something sneaky going on, I think.
Tunes to a 440 hertz frequency. That when you tune your instrument to that, the F sharp note is 741, precisely. Not 7.41.1 or 0.2, it's 741.
All right, so listen, we've all jammed, and if you're into sound exploration, and if you have friends and stuff too, and you're going together, sometimes someone will go into a dark area and you're like, oh, that don't feel good. And you got to pull yourselves back into the light frequency. So if you've played around with sound and music, you know that there's dark and there's light. Now, when you get into the nitty gritty of tuning, that's when it really gets crazy. So as we know, we got a group who changed the frequencies from 432 in the 1800s, which is like the beautiful miracle gospel music that uplifts, to a frequency of disruption. So think about that for a minute, you know? And if you don't think sound can do anything, let's check this out. All right. He's sending a sound frequency through water and turning it into a wave. So think about that for a second. If he can do that with water through his little experiment he's doing, then surely if you're in your car blasting the radio to some of that, let's just say pop music that's tuned to a certain frequency, it can make you feel a certain way, it can do certain things. All right, so we get the idea. Let's jump ahead here because I think he's got another little one. Takes a petri dish, drops a little color in there, stirs it up, put that frequency through it. All right, we agree? Do we agree that sound now and vibrations can affect matter? Still don't agree? Let's jump over here real quick. Okay. Okay, how did they move those big bricks in the pyramid? It's a mystery. Nobody understands. It's because the ancients had knowledge that we kind of don't believe today, but a lot of people still know about it. And so you say, oh, come on, man, this ain't true. They would never use the sound. You can't use sound to affect the human body. Well, let me tell you something real quick over here, okay? Sonic weapons. The military's been using this for ages for crowd control and other things. So, extremely high power sound waves can disrupt or destroy the eardrums of a target to cause severe pain. Okay, we know this because you've heard a loud sound. Now, less powerful sound waves can cause humans to experience nausea and discomfort. So you have to assume if you put some of those good waves through your body, what's the opposite of nausea? Feeling amazing, okay? What's the opposite of discomfort? Feeling awesome. So I'm putting those good waves, tune those sounds to the proper frequency. We might be getting a whole different vibe going on here. So now that we got an idea that sound can be used for, you know, things that are not so good, let's check this out.
Did you know that the nucleotide sequence of DNA can be converted into music? In 1986, the Japanese geneticist Suzumu Ono discovered DNA music by converting the nucleotide bases G, T, C, and A to the musical notes A, C, G, and D, respectively. This intriguing revelation led to the question, if DNA can be translated into music, can music, in turn, affect or change our DNA? Sound.
Interesting hypothesis. So, you know, he figured it out that you can directly turn the DNA into musical notes.
as we now know, possesses mass and has the ability to move matter. By
We just witnessed it.
delving into the study of cymatics
Cymatics, look into it. This is what's going to blow people's minds coming in the next 5
and
years.
exploring the potential effects of music on DNA, we can begin to uncover the possibility of utilizing music as a healing tool.
Okay, the possibility of using music as a healing tool, okay? We already know that music and sound can be used as a weapon or to disrupt, because we can jump over here real quick. Acoustic weapons been around forever. Okay, they're used. So they got weapons that can make you feel uncomfortable, incapacitated. So you know they've got machines that have the ability to make you feel amazing.
Susumu Ono's groundbreaking research in translating DNA sequences into melodious compositions opened a door to a realm of unexplored
Susumu
possibilities. By associating specific musical notes with nucleotide
Now imagine AC, GD, you play it on your synthesizer. You got your synthesizer tuned to one of those positive frequencies.
bases, Ono revealed the inherent musicality encoded within our genetic blueprint. This discovery not only ignited fascination, but also prompted profound questions about the reciprocal relationship between DNA and music. If DNA, the fundamental blueprint of life, can be transformed into music, what potential influence could music have on our genetic code?
Good question. Okay, so you got one group of people exploring the positive effects of sound, vibration, tone, frequency. Then you've got another group exploring the dark arts, okay?
I began to investigate 528 by a divine revelation that was given to a Dr. Joseph Paleo back in 1997, along with the original musical scale, the original Solfeggio. It was 6 notes by which the hymn to St. John the Baptist was sung. That was known as the most spiritually uplifting hymn of all the ages. And the 3rd note of that scale was miracle note.
The miracle note, 528. Okay, so this is probably when you go into that church sometimes and you hear these hymns, and maybe I've always wondered why they always singing in church, and now I kind of get it after exploring that maybe they were getting a crowd of people to resonate like a bunch of human singing bowls to a certain resonance, which would then create a vibration in all of them collectively, which would create feelings of euphoria, healing, miracles.
528. So it was ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
Ut, re,
and
mi,
the
fa,
3rd
sol, la.
note, mi, miragistorum in Latin, means miracles in English.
Miragistorum.
So from that moment on, I began to think of 528 as something very special, but I had no clue whatsoever what it really was.
Okay, so I mean, so you got people looking into both areas, and you got people using things for different things. I mean, have you guys heard of the Taylor Swift incident where a bunch of concert goers went to a concert and then came away with amnesia? You know, that's kind of weird. So we know now that sound can affect certain things like that. So are they using sound for causing discomfort? Why would they have changed sound to 440 hertz globally across the board and removed it away from the consciousness miracle tones?
No knowledge whatsoever about it being a love frequency, nor did I have any concept that it was the prophesied key to the house of David.
All right, so let's jump back over here.
Ono's approach of converting DNA into harmonious melodies highlighted the underlying connection between the complex language of genetics and the universal language of music. DNA, consisting of 4 nucleotide bases, adenine, A, cytosine, C, guanine, G, and thymine, T, can be seen as a symphony of genetic information. Each base holds a distinct role in determining the genetic instructions that shape an organism.
Okay, interesting stuff, So they're covering also other stuff in this video that I covered right here too, which let me show ya.
Has revealed that specific sound frequencies can
Sound
generate
frequencies.
mesmerizing patterns in matter. As sound waves
You ask why? How does sound create mesmerizing patterns? You know how it creates it because when you hear something sometimes, you get how can music make you cry? What do you think it is, it resonates with you. Why do you say, oh man, that song resonates with me? No, because it really resonates with you. It's resonating every cell in your body. It's vibrating you internally to feel a certain way. And that's what it does. Now, do you think there could be a group of people who maybe said, let's change the frequency to make people feel a certain way all the time, every day, and pump that out through their cars every day on their way to work, pump it through their headphones, you know, maybe, I don't know.
Travel through a medium, they cause the particles within that medium to vibrate. These vibrations, when organized and coordinated, manifest as intricate geometric shapes that can be observed and studied.
Okay, this is cool stuff. So let's jump over here real quick. This is water droplets in a kind of a sound coming up and down. So you say to yourself, how can sound be used to build things? Well, this is ancient knowledge. This is out there. It's hidden, but it's not like it's a secret. It's all out there. You can go find it anywhere. Just watch this. Levitation of matter via sound. So this stuff's for real. It's for real. I want to wrap it up here. I don't want to spend too long. You guys can go watch these videos yourself. But before we clue it up, let's jump right over here and look at this. So these are the 9 pronunciation, whatever, Solfeggio frequencies. All right. We got these type of hertz. So if you're interested in frequencies and you're interested in experimenting, start tuning your stuff to these type of frequencies and just mess around with letting sound come out of you if you're feeling a certain way. As for example, like let's just take the beautiful one, 528. That's the love frequency. Transformational, divine miracles, self-confidence, restores your DNA, solar plexus chakras. Okay, 741, self-expression, problem solving. So maybe if you start experimenting with this stuff, you got the gear, you got substance, you got hardware, you can do it, you know. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing and blast that 440 hertz through your body and you know, get angry or do whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, there's some stuff to this. Now, do you guys know about red light therapy, infrared saunas? That's all kind of settled science now. Everyone knows the benefits of that stuff. If you don't, go look into it. Now, there's clinics out here now. The energy enhancement system. I came across this here, I don't know where, just going down rabbit holes. Generates multiple bioactive life-enhancing energy fields, including scalar waves, which can allow cell regeneration, improve circulation, immune function. You'd be like, yeah, whatever, sure. Well, let me tell you something now. The lady who invented this, when she turned on her machine in the 1990s, 300 people from NASA showed up at her house because they thought a thermo nuke was going off. It was sending out that many scalar waves on a 2-mile radius. Don't believe me? Go look into it. So, we jump over here. What is the EE system? The EE system's been set up. They got 300 clinics all over the world already, more than Starbucks. You say, how? How did I never hear about this? Because you're not supposed to hear about it. And guess what? You got to go look for stuff. What do you want? Things fed to you on a silver platter? Maybe that's what I'm doing, feeding it to you on a synthesizer platter, okay? So this system here, same thing. Energy enhancement system generates multiple bioactive waves. This is using light and sound, energy fields, including scalar waves. We can cell regeneration, improve immune function, blah, blah, blah. Go look into it. I'll put the link in the comments. Now, find a center. We clicked that out. I was checking it out. I was like, man, is this for real? I go over to America. Look at all these, 300 all over the world. What this is doing, it's taking ancient technology of singing bowls, modernizing it, okay, and bringing it to you right here. I'm in around New England. I got 3 clinics around me that I can go to, and I'm going to go check them out, and I'm going to report back because apparently people are getting great results to this stuff. And in my opinion, these things are going to start coming on board soon because a lot of people with a lot of cheddar have been using this kind of stuff to heal their bodies for a long time, and they've instead chose to take that technology and use it against the beautiful people of the planet. But guess what? There's a lot of good people out there now that are going to bring this technology to you. And if you got a bunch of synthesizers in your room and a red light therapy bulb, mess around with it. See what happens, you know? Power of positive thinking, just saying something to yourself in a positive way, tranquility, that has a vibration that creates a certain feeling, you know? You ever look into the water experiment? You take water, fill it with rice and water, in a mason jar, write love on one, write hate on the other. Every day you walk by one, tell it you love it. Every day you walk by the other, tell the one you hate it. Do it for 3 months, open them up. One smells like vomit, one smells like perfume. Try it out. It's already been done, okay? So, That's it for today. You look into it. All the links down in the show, baby. We got beautiful things coming in the future. The future is bright. As dark as it may seem, the light is coming, and it's coming fast, okay? So that's that Synth Show. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed the content today. I'll have the links down in the comments. Check it out. Watch them in full. And if you got synthesizers, you know what to do. So that's it, baby. That's that Synth Show. Woo!